Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. So guys, we have got a load of the stuff coming up for the Fusion. If you look here at news at the Fusion, coming over this weekend, we have a Summon Rush 17th to the 19th. This is where you could get Basher. It's also where you could get Vanguard if you need him. I actually need this Vanguard to fuse my Necro so that I can get this, this Fusion. At the same time, which I like, Plarium are putting on, Raid are putting on a Summon Rush event. Alongside that is going to be a ×10. Now, a lot of people say don't pull shards on a ×10, save it for ×2s, which in a normal, everyday situation is correct. Unless one of two things. One, there's a rush going on like this, and there's some good rewards that you could get, and it's worthwhile. Two, there's a fusion, and you actually need to get some of those champs to fuse. Or three, you actually particularly want a legendary or an epic champion in that ×10 more than you want to wait for a ×2. And that is the case for some people, actually. So if I saw certain champions for my account, I'm more inclined to pull on a ×10 than a ×2. Couple of watch outs if you're new to these type of videos. ×10 summoning event does not change any of the summon rates. All of these stay the same. It just means that when you pull an epic or a legendary, you will get 10 times more chance to pull that particular epic or legendary than others in the pool. You still only get 0.5% here and 8% here. So all of that out of the way, let's go into the champs. Again, they've got some very good champs here. I'm going to start with one. I would literally tear off my own arm and feed it to my dog to get this champ on my free-to-play account. And it's interesting seeing it from my perspective now, from a free-to-play and a endgame player. Free-to-play is kind of 1 month in versus endgame. Some of these champs are actually insanely huge for progression. So, Dogarab. Dogarab's the first on the list. He, I'd say, is one of the best early to mid-game champs you could pull. One of the best early to mid-game in epics. Because he's got such a good kind of base set of stats. He's got a really cool A2 with some turn meter boost and increased attack. He's got a revive all allies. So this is the move, really. This one here would make me be interested in trying to get him on an early game account. Just helps you get through content. If you're struggling, you make him tanky. He picks people up again when they drop down, and you go again. Very useful champion for early to mid game. The later you get in the game, the less useful it is because your Great Hall improves, your gear improves, and you should be getting to the point where revive is kind of secondary, really. He's also got an Arena aura, which is good. So all in all, he's a solid champion. And as I say, an early game account, mid game account would be lucky to have him. Next one then is one of my favourite epics in the game, just because he's got like a place in my heart. So we've got Rockbreaker. Rockbreaker is just like the tank carry. People don't use him. He's underrated. I used him a lot in some getting to platinum with epics videos. I'll ping one up above. You should check them out. They're a lot of fun. So Rockbreaker is just like a beast tank. He hits hard. He hits really hard. You can get him with good crit, get him with Helm Smasher, and get his defense up high, and he will smack people really hard. So he's got this really cool A1, actually. Very unique A1. Increases this champion's defense by 4% every time he uses his A1. So every time he goes out and hits, he gets 4%, and that'll give him another 20% defense, which is a lot. You then have an A2 where you throw out Provoke. So you throw out Provoke, and you counterattack at the same time. Make sure your accuracy is high, and basically it activates your A1 more because you're counterattacking. So, and then the last one is, if you booked it out, you have a 50% chance. But even if you don't, 25% chance of decreasing the damage he takes by 50% every time he's attacked. So if you booked it, basically half of the attacks are going to do half damage, which is massive, considering he's a tank anyway. Really love this guy. Also boosts arena defense, which is kind of here or not there, really. You won't probably want to use it in Arena. But yeah, fun champ, and definitely like a dungeon carry, Arena tank. I actually really like him. Next one I'm not so keen on. She seems to just pop up in a ton of these events. I never remember where she is. She's Sacred Order? Yeah. Frostbringer. I don't know. I just don't get this champ. On paper, she looks like she should be good. She's actually pretty good for Fire Knights. If I got her on my free to play, I'd be like, yeah, straight in the Fire Knight team. Good base speed, okay base defense, good base health, heal reduction here, which is good for Fire Knights. Decreased defense if heal reduction is on, which is actually kind of cool. 2-hitter, 3-hitter, and then an increased speed and attack. All of it sounds great, but she just hits so weak. Like, so weak. I don't know if she's got the worst multipliers in the whole game. She is just like a noodle. She really hits so weak. But I guess for a support champ, for Fire Knights, she's good. That's it. If you're anyway past mid-game, you won't use her. So the Epic then, which is coming as part of this event, is definitely a beast. She's basically a legendary. So for a Void champion, as an Epic, I know you're not going to have a lot of Void shards. We just pulled all our shards last weekend. But if you've got a couple in and you want to try your luck, she is a beast. She hits hard. She's in a lot of Platinum level teams for Arena. She will carry you through any dungeons. She slams with her A2 and puts Weaken out there. She double hits with her A1 if someone's over half health. She is a campaign farmer. She's a dungeon carry. She's an Arena beast. Great in Faction Wars as well. Her base stats are kind of crazy. High attack, good speed, okay HP. And because she's got Unkillable as a passive, so it comes in every 6 turns, you can book it down to 4. Doesn't really need books. She is just insane because you can build her just all-out nuke. So yeah, fun champ. Definitely worth a little tickle on the voids if you've got some. So next ones then. Let's go into the legendaries. And we have got some... all of them above mid-tier, I'd say. So first one up is Brakus. Brakus, again, he's in end-game Platinum Arena teams. He hits hard. He hits so hard. 101 speed. He has got a 6-hitter. He's the only champion in the game with a 6-hitter on his A2. If that doesn't kill someone, you've got him geared wrong. Throws out Weaken as well. Very good, for obviously, for Fire Knights, but for the Arena, it's insane. He has got an increased attack on all allies, then attacks someone 3 times. Each hit, 50% chance of placing True Fear. True Fear is an insane debuff. If someone hasn't seen my kind of buffs and debuffs video I did recently, you should check it out so you understand exactly what this means. I'll ping that above. But yeah, basically, crazy champ. Increased attack for your team, True Fear on the enemies, and it hits hard. He's got an A1 which just kind of hits and does some healing. But then this is insane as well. So passive. Damage increases by 40% when he's low health. Revives this champion with 20% health when killed. Immediately gets a turn. So he cuts in, gets a turn, and goes and one-shot someone. He does this, and then he comes at them with this. He hits freaking hard. Good champ. Next one is someone that has been a fusion. So actually, Brakus was a fusion. Morley has also been a fusion. Morley is just like a tank carry. She doesn't hit that hard, but she's got great utility. A1 just hits harder if there's an HP burn out there. Kind of, so what? She hits so soft that this never really hits hard. So this is kind of nothing. A2 throws out provoke, places a provoke. This is important. This word, places a provoke. If you place it, it means it can't be a weak hit. It means it cannot be. What's the word? Resisted. It cannot be resisted unless you don't have enough accuracy. So this is important word. Places. 50% chance of placing provoke for 2 turns instead, and puts reflect damage buff on this champ. Very cool ability. She's kind of like an arena goddess right now. She's also really cool at Spiderling tank. So she's also got revive someone with 50% HP and turn meter and block damage on them. That's very nice. And then a passive, which is very cool as well. So she is endgame meta arena right now. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15% when this champion is hit. So if you can imagine, you got her as a tank build. Someone comes in and slams you. A hegemon slams you in the arena. All of your team get an extra 15% turn meter, and it gives your Arbiter a chance to cut in. Very cool champ, or your Lysandra, whoever. So yeah, definitely worth your time for the arena. Next one up is someone that I use a lot. Again, endgame arena. It feels like this is quite an arena set of champs, actually. Nefera. So Nefera is underrated for the arena. So when we got this Sifi meta, Sifi can dispel the freezes on your team. He does not worry about that. He has got an AoE drop turn meter by 70%, 75%. All enemies, you drop their turn meter by 75%. Bam. All of a sudden, your team are way ahead. You basically get 2 turns for their 1. Good base stats. He actually hits quite hard. He's got an AoE here as well. 50% chance to place a stun for 1 turn. Places a speed decreased speed debuff for 2 turns if they do not get a stun off. So either way, you're slowing them down. If you get a stun, they don't even cool down their abilities. Absolutely great champion. And he's got triple hit poison if you wanted to use him for clan boss. So it can pretty much be used anywhere in the game. Arena, clan boss, dungeons. Great spider carry. Brilliant champ. Brilliant champ. Really like him. And then the last one then is the hardest hitting champ in the game. What faction is he? Should check these things out before I start. Oh, it's Barbarian. I don't have him. He is... I love this skin. I love the whole point of him. He's the giant. He's the nuke. He has got a wicked sword. He's Jotun's uncle. Jotun got all the build, but none of the brawn. Yeah, this guy has got the capability of hitting harder than anyone else in the game. He's worth having a little tick on the old void shards for as well, I'd say. So, although if you've got him, you have to know how to use him. With great power comes great responsibility. So he's got a weaken on his A1. It's not really what he's about, but it's a double hit. He's got increased attack, increased crit rate, and increased speed on this champion on his A2. And then he's got the nukes. So basically, for every buff he's got on him, he hits harder. You just want to get him with people that buff like crazy, Morrigan and Mage in the mix. You want Duchess, Sifi, all those ones that throw out multiple buffs. You want someone in a shield set on your team. You want someone who also places a shield buff. You want double heals. Anything you can do to put buffs on this guy. And then watch him go out there and crack people for a double hit. I've seen this guy hit for 300k per hit on this, on Clan Boss. Like, smack the Clan Boss. I really would love this guy. I don't have any void. I don't know if I've got any void shards right now. 1. That's what I'm going for, guys. I'm going for that lucky 1 for my Turvold. But yeah, great champ. If you've got him, absolutely amazing. But I love that player who put a ×10 on for some good champions at the same time that they're doing the summon rush for the fusion event. So guys, good luck. Let me know your thoughts on the champions. I'll catch you soon.